Doesn't exist on there.
Well, what's that?
I got a better one for you though. You're good, John. Whenever. Yep.
Call the November 24, 25, Planning Commission meeting to order. Please stand for the pledge of allegiance. I
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Please call the roll.
John Marshall. Here. Dan Rohde.
Here.
Mike Conquest.
Here.
Rich Hill.
Here.
Chad Jeffries.
Here.
Joe Sanders. Here. Laura Solomon.
Here.
Also, the members present this evening. Approval of minutes. Minutes were in your packet. Do we have any corrections, comments, deletions, motion?
I'll make a motion to approve the minutes as presented.
I'll second it.
Have a motion and a second to approve the minutes. Any further discussion? Seeing none, call roll, please.
Dan Rohde.
Yes.
Mike Conquest.
Yes.
Rich Day.
Yes.
Chad Jeffries.
Yes.
Joe Sanders.
Yes.
Laura Sauerman.
Yes.
John Marshall.
Yes. All right, we don't have any old business tonight, so we're moving straight to new business. Do we have a motion to defer 2538, or should we take it off the agenda?
We could take it off the agenda from my understanding.
Okay. First thing is an agenda change. 2538 is contacted Josh. They want to withdraw the workshop. Need a motion to withdraw.
I'll make a motion to 2538.
I'll second that.
All right, motion and a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, call the roll.
Dan Rohde.
Yes.
Mike Conquest.
Yes.
Rich Day.
Yes.
Chad Jeffries.
Yes.
Joe Sanders.
Yes.
Laura Sauerman.
Yes.
John Marshall.
Yes. So anybody in the audience or on Zoom that was waiting for 2538, it has been withdrawn, and there's no further action until they refile, or there may never be no further action. So, all right, going back to 2537, Diamond Peak Homes petitioner, Cat Development LLC owner requests a change of zone. Purpose is R1 residential. Location is 2021 West 133rd Avenue. Tell us what your name and address and what you'd like to do.
Good evening, Plan Commission members. My name is Michael Herbers with Diamond Peak Homes, 1313 White Hawk Drive. Here on behalf of CapDev LLC, the owners of the land. So this evening, we're looking for a favorable recommendation to the council to rezone plus or minus 70 acres of land at the subject address 2021 West 133rd Avenue from R1A to R1. I believe in your packets, there is a conceptual layout for pondering. I do have hard copies. If you don't have one, I have larger copies as well. So the lot sizes are 80 foot by 135 feet, which R1 zoning is 10,000 square feet. These will be 10,800 square feet. We've been in front of you in the past as well. We were looking to do a PUD. However, we decided to go straight zoning for this section of our development. I do have some boards to show just of some high level renderings and similar plans that we do plan on building on this parcel. It's probably not going to work that way, so I'll just hold this and be Vanna White for a minute. But yeah, so ranges from branches to 2 stories. And again, just looking for a rezone so we can continue the subdivision plating process. So I'll open it up for questions, comments, concerns.
Okay. Josh?
Diamond Peak Homes is requesting a change of zone for the area of 2021 West 133rd, known as future capstone development. Current zoning for the property is R1A residential, with a proposed change going to R1 residential zone. The property is surrounded by a PUD and R1 to the north and unincorporated residential and agricultural to the east, west, and south. Property was annexed into the city in 2022 with an R1A residential zone. Since then, there have been workshops as well as potential PUD, which have received favorable responses from our commission, but no official votes or approvals were received. Going from R1A to R1 residential would mean a reduction of lot sizes from 30,000 square foot to 20,000 square foot, and a lot width reduction from 100 foot to 80 foot. All notices have been properly sent out by certified mail, and notice has been published in the newspaper. The planning department has received calls of remonstration and support. Planning department recommends approval of petition 2537.
Okay, thank you. Bring it to the board. Any questions or comments?
Yeah.
Oh, you 1 second, we'll have a public hearing, so, hold on 1 second. You'll be allowed to speak, so. It's gotta go in order, that's all. Board members, questions or comments?
So did I compute this right? It's 1.84 units per acre.
Believe so, yes. Now, granted, that is a preliminary drawing of what they're looking at. We'll know more when they actually file for a primary plan.
That's suggested for your conceptual.
Yes,
What you want to do.
yes, sir.
And you're aware that of what all the zoning, I'm sure all the zoning requirements.
Yes, sir.
The R1.
Mhm.
No, I don't have any major issues with it. Is there some reason you came off the R1A, you didn't want to build big houses?
It just gives a little more flexibility for, I don't necessarily say smaller homes, but smaller lot sizes. Obviously, being in the residential new construction industry, not everyone wants a larger lot. And so we are looking to provide still a decent sized lot, obviously not going R3 or, R2 or smaller with the PUD. We did decide that, R1 is a safe landing zone to be able to still bring a good product to Crown Point and achieve what we like to do in that area.
Do you have sewer taps for the Providence? There was some leftover.
Yes.
sewer taps. What was it, 117?
I'd have to go back and look at Commonwealth's recommend or their letter essentially. But again, as Josh said, as we move forward, deeper into the subdivision planning process, we will dial all that in and be able to speak on that a little better.
Okay. That's all I have. Mr. Chairman.
All right, Joe.
So, according to the comments, so going from R1A to R1 residential would be a reduction of lot sizes from 30,000 square feet to 20,000 square feet. Correct. But my math shows 10 to 8. 80 by 135.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, that's what ordinance requires for those zones. So minimum lot size in an R1 is 20,000 square foot.
No.
But oh my gosh, yes, I think I reversed that. I'm so
I mean,
sorry about that.
Call you out on that.
Yeah, no, it's fair to call me out on that if I reversed
I'm
it.
calling you out. Okay. Yeah, because 8 by 135 is 10 to 8.
Mhm.
It stated that, so it goes, is it from R1 is 20,000 square feet down to 10,000 square feet?
Correct.
I think it's
It's 100 foot in width compared to 80, right?
Right.
Yes.
Right,
For R1A. So 100 by 135 wouldn't be
that's 13,
20,000 square foot,
no, it'd be 13.5.
right?
So, but I mean, it falls within
So
the parameters of the R1 zone. A 10,800 square foot lot falls within.
yes, 10,000 square foot for R1, yes. Yes, I apologize, it's 20,000 square foot if you try to do non-residential in an R1. So, yeah, so 10,000 there within ordinance.
I'm educating myself as well. Thank you.
Me as well, apparently.
Okay, anybody else?
Yeah, how much of the remaining property then do you plan on coming back as a PUD?
So we are still in the planning stages of the remaining parcel. And don't quote me on this. I do not think we'll be coming in with the PUD. I think we will be going with zoning with some potential variances. So we're still working through that, which is why we withdrew the PUD on the entire parcel, because we looked at the overall planned for the parcel and decided we can more than likely get away with following zoning ordinances with maybe one or two variants as opposed to trying to go PUD, which can be, you know, very cumbersome for all parties involved.
Okay, so this, if you did go PUD and you're saying, you know, we can't hold you to that, probably not anyway, but this would not become part of the PUD.
Correct. This would be its own. We parceled this 70 acres off so we could focus on this as one development per se, as we continue to work through the planning of the remaining tract of land.
Thank you.
How much is the rest of the land? How many acres is?
Plus or minus 200, I believe, because I think this is 70 and the entire parcel is like 265 to 270. So roughly 200 more acres.
Thank you.
Do you see this in one phase, couple of phases? Like
will
what's
probably
your estimated
be-
timeline?
Plus or minus 3 phases,
Three
I'll
phases.
say. 2 is probably pushing it. 3 is more of a conservative phasing for this. And in timeline, it will probably take us, call it 4 to 5 years to build this out.
Anybody else, Chad?
I've got no problem. I mean,
Yeah.
this is, we sit up here and this is what we ask for the developers to do, right? We want to see R1, some R1 properties come in. We know it comes in R1A when you're annexed in. It's literally what we sit up here and ask of them. And I think you're coming in with exactly what we've, you know, put out to the developers. So, I mean, I think you build a good product. I'm glad to see you going R1 and not trying to stuff a lot of houses in there. So I like the way it looks.
Thank you.
Can
I'd like-
I, that's good, I'm sorry. Just-
Well, I'd just like to add that it's nice to see the no townhomes. Basically, to expound on what Chad said was that, you know, usually when we get these, they come in with the townhomes, those are the first phase or the cottage homes, whatever they call them nowadays. But, you know, it's nice to see the R1 lots come in and we're still working on some of the other stuff. And I'm not even saying you're gonna do smaller lots. I'm just saying it's nice to see the big lots come in first.
Mhm.
You think I to add, Joe?
Yeah, just real quick, so you have 135th lane, where you will connect on the west side there, is that road exists there now, or it'll just be a simple connection?
Yes,
Yeah,
it's-
that road
it's-
exists.
The
It's already
time
stuck.
of
That-
galleries.
That's stuff we can determine later, like the deceleration lengths, things like that, to the entrance. Okay. No, I'm with the guys too, in terms of just going straight up R1.
Anything else, Mike?
No, I was going to kind of ask the same because you need that second.
Correct. Once you hit the
entrance exit.
40th lot, yes, sir.
You plan for a park in there?
Yes, yep, there is one kind of, I guess, we'll call it centrally located. Yes, sir.
Anything further? Okay, at this time, we're gonna open a public hearing. So anybody in the audience would like to come forward, ask a question or comment on this petition, please do so now. Come to the podium, state your name and address and tell us what you want to tell us.
Hi, my name is Nami Kajmakowski. My address is 1852 West 134 TH Court, Trump Point, Indiana. The reason I was got out and find out what is concerning to our division. Because we received that special delivery mail. This is my second time in a meeting. It was like almost a month ago, a little over a month, something like that. It was the same thing concern. And now again, and what is our concern? What they gonna do if we need, what they gonna do for us? Are they gonna ask something to do it?
They're not, I don't believe they're gonna ask you to do anything.
Okay,
They're just, the intent of the letter is to inform you of zoning that's gonna take place near your property. And it's our public duty to notify you of that so that you're aware of what's going on and you can come to this meeting like you are now and either say I'm for it or I'm against it or I don't care or just tell us what you think. And so that's, they're not gonna do anything for you. They're gonna build some houses probably across the street from you. And they're letting you know, the city is letting you know what's potentially gonna happen. And they're trying to keep the public informed.
I know they was asking like 10,000 square feet for that lot, right?
Correct.
What's it like in acreage?
What is that, an acreage? It's
Yeah.
about a quarter acre,
Quarter of an acre.
43,000 square feet in an acre,
1,506.
but it was kind of.
That's a quarter an acre. So this way, they're gonna build like 4 acres. So in my property where I have, they're gonna build like 4 houses.
I don't know exactly what property on this map is yours, but that may be, yes.
Are you in Alicia Estates? To
The Alicia's estate.
Alicia Estates. Yeah, those are big ones.
Okay,
Well, I mentioned that's on septic and well, right, which requires a bigger acreage than with
Right.
city utilities.
they're gonna do any, because I know like a few years back, they come in same thing, they come and ask us that like, they're gonna put a septic, sewer and a water. Are they gonna do same thing in our division?
In your subdivision?
Right,
Not at this time.
no, okay, that was my second. Okay, that's what I have.
I mean, I'm sure the city would be happy to put you sewer and water in. It's probably gonna cost you some money and you need to petition the city. There's a
Well,
process you need to go through.
Right. Well, that's why I done it I put a septic
Mhm.
and I got the water,
I would say if your septic's working and you got a
I've
well
been
that's
for,
working, I'd say you should
almost 30 years.
probably should stay there.
I emptied the tank once. You know, with two people in a house, that's all.
Not a problem. Anything further you'd like to discuss?
And I pay like $30 for 4 months salt. That's all.
You're ahead of the game.
Hey, you're at it again.
So if it say something about the water, I will not accept it.
Right, right. Sure right, you're a private American citizen, so. Any other
I've
concerns?
been there for 50 years, American citizen.
That's good. Proud to have you here. What, anything else?
No,
you'd like
more
to
than
cover?
50.
Any other concerns you want to bring up?
That's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're gonna probably get more notices on this property sometime in the future for different steps they have to
Oh,
do,
okay.
showing what they're gonna build and things like that. Okay, that comes later, so you're gonna get some more notices.
No, I see they already start do some like a roads or something. I put a lot of pile of dirt, you know.
Yes.
All right, right?
Not on our property. Hope not. Maybe us. Maybe down the
See the map?
It's probably down the street, maybe across the creek. So you live over here, right?
Can I have this map?
You can have mine if you'd like.
Oh, okay. Well, now that's a different story.
I better take that back.
Was excellent.
No, we have nothing to hide, so.
All right, sir, if there's nothing else, is the gentleman behind you like to speak to the board or?
I have the same question.
We're same together.
Okay, no problem.
Thank you very much.
Keep it.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm gonna show my neighbors.
Okay.
I would just talk to a couple neighbors, you know.
Mhm.
And I know probably, I know this guy. This guy here, he's not gonna like it.
Don't show him.
But hey, good luck. That's all I can say.
All right, anybody else, in the public, anybody on Zoom that would like to come forward? Got anybody on the computer there?
No, sir.
Anybody else in the audience like to come forward, state a question or opinion about this petition? I do have a letter here that was given to me before the meeting by Josh. Do we want to read this into the record or?
Yeah, why don't we read it just short?
All right, dated 11/21/2025, to the Planning and Zoning Department. Dear sir, we object to the rezoning change request for Cap Development LLC from R1A to R1. We are not opposed to the development, but are concerned about the density because of the local roads already congested from earlier developments. We are also concerned about flooding in our agricultural field located on the west side of the proposed development. Thank you, Robert and Judith Backy. Backy. 2309 West 133rd Avenue, Crown Point, Indiana, 46307. So, I can understand, traffic, it's always a concern, and, as far as the flooding of their agricultural field, we haven't done a site review, you haven't turned in any engineering yet, so kind of early to, address that.
Correct, and obviously, proper development will alleviate any sort of flooding of the neighboring properties. I know, again, traffic and flooding are two of the main topics of discussion when you do bring in a new parcel. Traffic studies will be done accordingly with the development, along with, site reviews for the, drainage and water flow or watershed, I guess you would say. Obviously, with responsible developments, it should alleviate any sort of flooding to neighboring parcels. Obviously, flowing water in the proper directions, in the proper ways. So that is one thing that we will be very cognizant of as we engineer the site and work with the city with their engineers and the review process.
Okay. Well, with that being said, no further public action. We'll once, twice, three times. We're going to close the public hearing, bring it back to the board. Any further questions or any comments for this petitioner or a motion?
I'll make a motion to adopt the findings of fact and send a favorable recommendation on to the city council.
We have a motion for favorable. We have a second. Any further discussion? Seeing none, call roll, please.
Dan Rohaley.
Yes.
Mike Conquest.
Yes.
Rich Day.
Yes.
Chad Jeffries.
Yes.
Joe Sanders.
Yes.
Laura Sauerman.
yes,
Bud Marshall.
Yes. Successful night.
Thank you.
All right.
City council is December 1st at 7 p.m.
Monday, 7.
Yeah.
I'll be there.
Me too.
Okay, next item of business is miscellaneous. No public comment. So, approval of the meeting dates for 2026. Everybody have them in your packets. Still gonna be on the 4th Monday of the month, except for December.
Correct. Yeah, I thought it was a safe assumption nobody wanted to be here between Christmas and New Year.
I would cancel my plans.
Which, that's great.
Any corrections, objections, comments, or motions? Sure, you can have a minute. Any motion?
Make a motion to approve the dates for 2026.
I'll second it.
Motion and a second for approval of dates in 2026. Any further discussion? Seeing none, call roll, please.
Dan Rohaley.
Yes.
Mike Conquest.
Yes.
Rich Day.
Yes.
Chad Jeffries.
Yes.
Joe Sanders.
Yes.
Laura Sauerman.
yes.
Bud Marshall.
Yes. Any miscellaneous business any member would like to bring up? Staff? IT? Doing a fabulous job.
New day.
I did happen to notice the petition for rezone. The fee was only $495. Really?
Yes.
That's it.
That's $3.80 per lot, 24 cents a square foot.
A lot of the neighboring municipalities, towns and cities are all going through the process now of upping their fees because they know that Senate Bill 1, they need to find revenue sources. So as I see them, I'll send them on.
Okay, anything further? Open for any discussion you want to have. Talk about any, bring up anything you want.
Everyone have a happy Thanksgiving.
Sounds like the best discussion.
Motion to adjourn?
So moved.
So moved.